I might have missed what. I'm not sure what we were talking about there. That last bit. Oh. No, it's all good. I always just put it up there so that people know what you know. If they see it and they go, oh, you know what, I'd like to get in on some of that. Like it, actually, just in a situation like this, like if Princess was to see that I was on DMZ, oh, you know what, I've been saying I want to learn a little bit more about it. Let me see, you know. No, I know. It doesn't matter to me. I'm very easygoing. I mean, never. I'll tell you right now. I will say this much: playing it now doesn't hurt at all because trying to complete anything is pointless because it's going to reset once season two hits. 14th, 15th. But going in whenever, not necessarily just right now, but going in um, with people like myself or Flower or other people who know a little bit more about the map and everything like that. From now until this reset, it would be is huge because you can just learn. It doesn't like you're not going in to do actually any missions or um I mean you're literally just going in to kind of get a lay of the land, ask especially if I'm in there, ask whatever questions you got. Right. Well, I mean, I try to. I sometimes I get off on a tangent just because I get 17 thoughts in my head and I can't nail down which I want to get out first. But so I'll tell you this. It, to for so go to your weapons because I'm assuming you haven't been in there. Oh, no, it's your boyfriend's account, right? So you're gonna have his stash. Sorry, it comes back in 2 hours. By the time he gets back on again, it'll already be free again. Uh, I do. Uh, I I unlocked. You can unlock three. So when you're looking on the weapons thing, you should see your loadout, which is your primary and secondary, tactical, which I always bring a stim. Some people say smoke. Um, I bring a proximity mine, and then but you can bring whatever lethal. It doesn't really matter. I'm usually if I'm sniping, I bring the proximity mine so that I can try and cover my backside. The field upgrade, right now I have a revive pistol on because there's certain things like when you exfil with it, if you take it off, I can't put it back on again. Not right, you won't. You like if you exfil with an armor box, you can't equip an armor box. So, but rule of thumb, I always bring a munitions box. But that's one thing you will at some point always need. Um, so choose like for your first weapon, I would bring a AR that you're comfortable with that has a lot of ammo, meaning 60 rounds, or yes, or the LMG. I could say it doesn't really matter which. If it's something you can change, I would recommend. What is this one called? Great. It's called the SZ Holotherm because you can turn it on and off. 3 slots. Your boyfriend has 3 slots open? Yeah, okay, so no, you can have 3 slots, but you have to unlock them by doing missions. Right now I have 2 of mine unlocked, which I'll never... You can, yeah, so I'm coming in with an AR and a sniper. That's fine. If you can change attachments on it, though, the only thing I'm saying is take a look at the scope or the optic, the SZ holotherm, because the AI throws smoke a lot. So by using like this, I put this one on because that way I can turn it on when they throw smoke, and I can still shoot them through the smoke because I can see them. The SZ holotherm. And then when you're just running normal and running around and shooting, you turn off the holotherm. It's a L3, toggles it on and off, and it's just like a normal scope. Um, well, yeah. So if normally, all right. So I guess start with that then. Yeah, because so you got your guns nailed down. Sorry, I'm just putting my tune back on the gun because every time you equip a gun, it for some reason forgets what tune you had on it the last time. Okay, so you would go back to your main screen again. Okay, so yeah, so you go faction missions. See where it says if 17 available or whatever it's number it says, faction missions, click select. So this is specifically for season 1 right now. You have 3 factions, which is Legion, White Lotus, Black Mouse. And then you have in those 3 factions, you have tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to say this as if I don't know what you're on, but say you're on tier 1 of Legion, okay? You have... That's a... Oh, hold on. That's okay. Slow up. That's fine. So you're on tier 2, okay? You have 1... Across the bottom, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missions total. One of them is locked, more than likely. The last one. So you have to complete, of the 7, you have to complete 5 of the missions to unlock the last, which is a story mission. Once you complete that last story, mission, it'll advance you to the next tier. You have to have all factions done up to tier 4 to unlock your second. And then you have to, what was it? You have to complete tier 5 story mission of any faction to unlock your third. Some of it's a little bit of a grind, and right now, I really want to implore this. It might suck right now because 1, there's not really any goals because you're going in knowing that anything you do is getting wiped away in a couple days or a week. So your progression, the only thing that doesn't go away is if you unlock a weapon slot. Like I just got my second weapon slot unlocked a couple days ago. If I didn't have that done, I'd have to start from scratch to start unlocking my second weapon slot. Because I did unlock it, I will start the new season. All my faction missions will all reset and everything like that. All my um, contraband weapons, all my keys that I have and everything like that, all go away. But my 2 weapon slots stay. The other thing, because of the reset, the other reason why this may suck, at least sometimes, is because right now the only things people are doing are going in and player hunting. Because there's nothing else to do. They can't do missions because what's the point? But it can be fun because I mean you can still team up with another team. So say we ran into another 3 people and they wanted to team up. Well, now we got a team of 6. With a team of 6, you're pretty much untouchable. I mean, as long as you don't have idiots. But you know, so like I leave because we're in a party. I leave prox chat on so that I can at least see when I hear voices. You will hear me say I hear voices even though I can't actually hear it. I'm saying that as I see names on the side of my screen. It just sounds weird when I say I see voices. And then you will get cues. You will hear like say you kill a player and he pleads for help. You don't have to. So in some scenarios, I would probably suggest you don't. But depending on the situation, depending on how it all came about, like basically say you killed him by mistake, and he pleads for help, you can help him up, and he will join our team. But the reason I say you might not want to is because he could join our team, so he gets picked up, and then join the other team right back again and destroy us. So you kind of there's a little bit of a, and then okay, last thing, and then we can actually get going because that kind of is the gist of it for now. Because again, until you actually are starting to get into like what missions you want to do and everything like that, which very simple. I'll put it this way: especially if you're going to play, say, me, you, and your boyfriend. I'm just picking, or me, you, and Flower. Doesn't even matter. Try and keep the same missions on. That way, because if one person does it, at least for most of the missions, it counts for everybody. But you have to have the mission equipped. So you talk about that beforehand, before going in. So that way, everybody has the same missions equipped so that everybody gets done the same shit, because there are some missions that are a little bit harder and you need a team and everything like that you need to be on, and instead of trying to do that kind of a mission twice or 3 times, you make sure everybody gets to that kind of a mission at the same time, so that way when you do it, everybody gets it done at once and it ain't no big deal. But we'll go in and whatever happens happens. Just start. It's going to take a minute for it to find a game, and even when we do, it loads us 3 in like a group together by ourselves. I'll explain the building 21. Just wait for everybody ready up, and now go, and then you go. All right, I'll talk to you when you get back. Flower, did you say anything? Sorry, I went to go get iced tea real quick.